All right, y'all, here's the amended petition for divorce, which was initially filed by Kandi, or shall I say, Kate Lanice Tucker, as she, filed under first initial, middle name, last name, so nobody would find it. But anyway, there were some errors made or something left out of her initial filing. So she has, and it was pointed out by Todd's attorney, Mr. Kessler, Randy, I'm passing Kessler. I'm just kidding. And also the lead attorney. And I have videos with Kandi's initial filing, Todd's response, and the lead attorney's opinion slash trashing of Kandi's filing. But anyway, Kandi's amended petition reads as follows. Comes now the petitioner, Kalanice Tucker, hereinafter petitioner, and files for amended petition for divorce against respondent T. Jermaine Tucker, hereinafter respondent, and shows the court as follows. Petitioner filed her petition for divorce before Fulton County Superior Court on November 21st, 2025. Petitioner served counsel for the respondent on the same day. Respondent is a resident of Fulton County, Georgia, and is subject to the venue and jurisdiction of this court. Personal service may be effectuated upon the respondent at his current residence in Fulton County, Georgia. Petitioner reserves the right to amend her petition and other relevant pleadings with the physical address of the parties for safety concerns. Petitioner and respondent were married in April 2014, prior to the date of marriage and conduction of the marriage ceremony. The parties drafted, negotiated, and executed an enforceable prenuptial agreement under the applicable statutes of the state of Georgia. Attorney Randall Kessler represented the respondent, and he provided legal counsel and direction to the respondent during these considerations on and off camera. Okay. Further, the parties' journey to executing an enforceable prenuptial agreement was filmed and broadcasted on Bravo Television Network with the knowledge and consent of both the petitioner and respondent for their 5-part reality television wedding documentary entitled Kandi's Wedding that premiered on June 1st, 2014. The respondent audibly announced during this documentary that he was indeed good to sign the prenuptial agreement during a private encounter with the petitioner and after consulting with his attorney, Randall Kessler, on and off camera. There are 2 minor children born as issue of marriage between the parties, A. Tucker, a male child born January 2016, and B. Tucker, a female child born November 2019, respectively. The minor children have resided with the parties since their birth to date. Both the petitioner and respondent are public figures and self-employed entrepreneurs who work in the metropolitan area and throughout the United States. During the periods of time that the respective parties' work schedules required them to travel, the petitioner has hired and paid the expenses for a full-time nanny. Oh, so she says she paid for a nanny regardless of who's out of town working. She paid. The nanny has provided care and assisted the parties with the minor children throughout the marriage and since the respective births of each of the minor children to date without any objection from the respondent. Oh, wow. So he doesn't care that the nanny is there with the kids when she's gone and when he's gone, because he be gone too, basically. Both the petitioner and respondent have held professional obligations that have required each party to travel away from the home for extended period of times, independently and jointly, prior to and after the births of both of the minor children. In addition to the nanny service, the petitioner has a diverse and concentrated family support network, which includes maternal grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins within a 5 to 20 mile radius of the family residence. The petitioner support network is readily available and has traditionally supported the minor children emotionally and physically throughout the marriage in accordance with the petitioner. Therefore, the petitioner amends her petition and asserts in accordance with OCGA 19-9-3 that it is in the best interest of the minor children for her to be awarded primary physical custody of the minor children, with the respondent being awarded parenting time with the children on a consistent basis and in accordance with the parenting plan. Hey. The petitioner reaffirms that it is in the best interest of the minor children for the parties to be awarded joint legal custody of the minor children, and further asserts that it is in the best interest of the children for her to be awarded final decision-making authority with matters related to academics/education and healthcare. So y'all know Todd had filed to get full physical and joint legal. And Kandi's asking for primary physical and joint legal. I mean, Todd's people don't live in Atlanta where the kids live. So, I mean, that makes sense. She does have the support system. Wherefore, petitioner prays that she is awarded a total divorce from respondent, that the petitioner is awarded joint legal custody of the parties' minor children with final decision-making authority with matters addressing academics/education and healthcare on a temporary and permanent basis, that the petitioner is awarded primary custody of the minor children on a temporary and permanent basis, that the parties' child support obligations be determined by the child support guidelines of the state of Georgia. The prenuptial agreement is enforced on behalf of the petitioner and the respondent, and that the petitioner is granted any such other and further relief as the court deems equitable or appropriate. This first day of December 2025, respectfully submitted, Adama McKinnon, Esquire. All right, so there have been rumors out there, and I believe even on Kempire's channel, I think some legal people came on his channel, called in and said they could throw the prenuptial agreement out. I'm wondering why. Why would they throw it out if he's on camera stating he's consulted his counsel, Randy Kessler, who's still his attorney, and he said he signed it. Now, they left it out of this amended petition, but he said he was signing it against his attorney's advice. Okay, but he still signed it. He still signed it. For whatever reason, he still signed it. They had already been in discussion about it. He knew there was a prenuptial agreement. So why would it be under duress? So I don't know. I mean, of course, and also, oh my God, y'all. And if you look again, there's still a format error. After T. Jermaine Tucker, there's a space, and then comma. See how there's a comma right after Kaylanice Tucker? And after T. Jermaine Tucker, there's like space, and then comma, and then there's a period after respondent. What's going on with this, y'all? Surely, grammatical or punctuation errors won't determine the result of the divorce, but still, come on now. And I don't know if Kandi has heard the lead attorney's feedback, but she should have looked over this again. I mean, she should have looked over this herself to say, okay, let me see if at least the heading or the beginning of the document is formatted right. Unless Kandi don't know no better. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Kandi's people lives here, from here. She has a support system. Todd is out of town, maybe just as much or not much less as Kandi. So who's going to watch the kids when he's out of town? If he's out of town and Kandi's here, why does he need full custody when she would be watching the kids anyway? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a mess. They're keeping it cordial and keeping it amicable in the spotlight, and he's even shown support to her for her, recent TV appearances, promoting her new Broadway show. But then also her supposed female lover shows support as well in the comments. I may insert that here. But anyway, just prayers to them and the children, and hopefully it doesn't get ugly. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching. Check out my Kandi playlist. Check out my celebrity crime and hot topics playlist. Hype the video, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.